Bradley Barcola to Liverpool. Here we go. I'm so excited to finally drop this video after months and months and months of talking about Bradley Barcola. Finally, it's a reality. And we got the here we go today. I'm going to address it all. I'm going to talk about it all. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure guys are liking the video. Make sure guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, OK Jersey. That's where I got the shirt from, and make sure guys follow me on Instagram and add me on Snapchat if you use that as well. Now, let's talk about, let me share screen first and report the news and tell you exactly what Fabrizio Romano said. And then we come back and then we talk about Bradley Barcola. Now, this is the tweet that Fabrizio sent this morning. Liverpool reached verbal agreement to sign Bradley Barcola. Here we go. Initial fee worth £100 million plus add-ons. Up to €140 million possible total package for PSG. Documents to be exchanged in 24 hours. Liverpool get their top target, never in doubt, and now done. So this is of course amazing news for us Liverpool fans. For the ones that don't know what 140 million euros is, that's 120 million pounds. Now I'm excited. For the ones that watch me for a long time, they will tell you I've been a massive fan of Bradley Barcola ever since his Lyon days. Since Lyon, I've been asking Liverpool to sign Bradley Barcola. I'm a huge fan. I absolutely love watching Bradley Barcola. And from early on, I spotted the talent from his Lyon days. I thought he was very good in tight spaces. And now let's just talk about the positives and let's talk about, the stuff that he does well and the stuff that he will bring to Liverpool Football Club. Number one, he knows what it's like to play for a big club. He put on the shirt of PSG. Those guys have ultras. If you can't really mess up week in, week out or any of that stuff, they have expectations. They're expected to win leagues. They're expected to win Champions Leagues. So he knows what it's like to have that pressure, to be a big club player. Number two, he is a winner. Back-to-back Champions League titles, of which he played a role in, and same thing, exact thing with the league as well. Obviously, he played a role in PSG winning the league back-to-back seasons. The other thing is as well, he is good at breaking down low blocks. This is the reason why signing a PSG player is a fantastic idea, because they come up against low blocks almost every week. Every week in the French league, they play teams that defend against them. They play teams that are deep against them. So he knows what it's like to play against low blocks. He knows what it's like to unlock a low block. And this is key for this transfer. And this is very important for this transfer. Having a player that can do that is absolutely so important, specifically in the Premier League. As well, another thing, I don't even know how many positives I've said. So I'm just saying number 3, number 4, number 5. I don't know. I've said 100 positives already. The other thing is he's versatile. He can play on the right, he can play on the left, he can even play down the middle. As you guys know, when PSG attack teams, they rotate. Suddenly you see Dembele down the middle, Barcola on the left, and then Barcola on the right, and Dembele on the right, and blah, blah, blah. It's just a rotational situation. And, obviously he is a versatile player, very good in tight spaces. Obviously, he has the unbelievable dribbling ability as well. He can get past his fullback with ease. Now, I know what people say. Oh, yeah, but he missed a chance in the Champions League final and blah, 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 blah. Bradley Barcola outscored Desiree Doué in back-to-back Ligue A seasons. Bradley Barcola, 2 years ago, not last year, the one before that, he had 24 GA in Liga. This notion that Bradley Barcola is this bad finisher is just completely 100% a social media thing. It is not reality. Reality is Bradley Barcola is good in front of goal, very good in front of goal. Can he improve? Yes, of course he can improve. Should he improve? Yes. However, to pretend and to act like he can't finish or he's this bad finisher is absolute BS. He's outscored Desiree Doué. And if I said Desiree Doué to Liverpool, here we go, everyone will be like, oh, Liverpool are amazing. So I think PR plays a big role. Oh, he missed a chance in the Champions League final. Yeah, Doué was pocketed the whole game. Dembele and whoever, they didn't have good games against Arsenal anyway. So I'm excited by this signing. I love the fact that Bradley Barcola only wanted Liverpool, and Fabrizio made this clear multiple times. I had my doubts for a period of 1 day where I think it was Lewis Steele or whoever it was came out and said that, if Arsenal came calling, he might join Arsenal, blah, blah, blah. So I sort of was worried a little bit that if we dilly-dallied for too long, that Bradley Barcola might not end up joining Liverpool. But 99% of the time, I was confident. Let's not talk about the 1%. Let's talk about the 99%, because Fabrizio made it clear over and over and over again, Bradley Barcola only wants Liverpool. And Fabrizio Romano was right. Obviously, through all the teams that need wingers in this transfer market, all the teams that want wingers in this transfer market, Liverpool go and sign Bradley Barcola. And the price tag is absolutely phenomenal work. We have called out Richard Hughes all summer, and rightfully so, because of Liverpool's lack of planning. However, now we have to give credit where credit is due. £100 million initial fee, that's less initial fee than Elliot Anderson and Morgan Rogers. Now, had I asked anyone before a ball was kicked before the summer, who's the better player, everyone would have said Bradley Barcola. Now, maybe because they put on a Liverpool shirt, people will change their mind, but he's, of course, better than them. And, he's worth that money. In today's market, there are no available wingers that make us better anyway. And with Cody Gakpo linked to moving away, I think we've upgraded. I think we went from Cody Gakpo to Bradley Barcola, and that's a huge upgrade. That's a massive upgrade, if we do sell Cody Gakpo. Personally, I don't want to sell him. I think keeping him is probably the better idea. I think keeping him is more intelligent in my mind, in my opinion. So for me, I just really like Bradley Barcola. I think he's going to bring so much to this team. I'm so excited to watch him in a Liverpool shirt. I hope we get to watch him against Forest, even for 30 minutes, 20 minutes. He's that guy. Like, I absolutely love watching him play. And, we needed like an electric winger like that. Probably since Mane left the club, we haven't really replaced him. We had Diaz, who showed us a lot in moments. Gakpo even performed in moments, but hopefully Bradley Barcola can be a lot more consistent with it. Obviously, PSG have already signed Ferran Torres, Mika Götze, Akli Yush, etc. So there was no space for Bradley Barcola anyway, and he made it clear he wants to leave. Now, for the right wing position, I think Liverpool are probably going to sign one more forward. I don't know who it is because we keep going further down the list. As you guys know, this started with Yandy Omande, and then it went to Mbaye and Minte, and then it ended up at Ismail Assar. I don't know who tomorrow will be linked with, maybe Pedro Neto or whatever. That's the part that we called out the sporting directors. I knew Bradley Barcola was going to be a saga. And this is something I said a month ago. Look, guys, Bradley Barcola is going to be a saga. He's one of the most sought-after players in world football. He's a PSG player. You're obviously not going to get him in 30 seconds. Like, of course, it's going to take time. There's going to be negotiations, blah, blah, blah. My problem is not Bradley Barcola taking time. My problem is all the other things. Why didn't we sign a centre-back at the start of the window? Why didn't we sign a right-back at the start of the window? Forget what Hussam from Jordan says. Iraola came out in his first press conference and says, we are weak defensively. We need defensive depth. And Liverpool did not sign a defensive player. And even to the second, can Liverpool salvage this season and, put in a serious challenge? If we make the right signings in the next 3-4 days, I mean, we are linked to Lamine Kamara. Obviously, there are people who don't rate him. There are people who rate him. However, we need a midfielder. We need a player who can, who is like a defensive player in that area. So Lamine Kamara would be a great signing. We weren't linked to any right back, after the whole Spence move thing. Centre back, probably that's it, with Araujo on loan. So overall, I'm not like ultra confident, but I'm much more happier now seeing Bradley Barcola in a Liverpool shirt. I'm excited to see him play. I'm excited to see him perform. And these are the signings that will get us all off our seats. And these are the signings that make us all excited. This feels like last summer, where we were reporting the Isak and Vert stuff, and now we're reporting the Barcola stuff. Anyway, Bradley Barcola to Liverpool. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you whenever I see you. Peace out, people.